Welcome to the Jermaine Hall Show. It's another Let's Talk Heavy session, and I got my people with me today.
That right.
How you doing, brother?
Top chef,
sister.
In the building.
I got first lady.
It's
yourselves, man.
It's the one and only Top Chef QF. You know what it is. It's my wife,
Don
Wallace.
We got Don Juan in this motherfucker, man. First lady, y'all know what's going on. Then I got my brother.
Absolutely.
Top Chef Health. You know what I'm saying? I know when he was just Quintus Wallace, per Coach Jackson. You know what I'm saying? But it's going down, man. Thank y'all so much for joining me.
Absolutely.
I appreciate y'all. This is not company. This is family. You know what I'm saying? So thank y'all so much for joining
Absolutely.
me. I appreciate you 100%. We're just going to get into a couple of things.
First and foremost, let me just put this out here.
Minute.
Before we start on this endeavor, I just want to say I appreciate everything that you're doing. You mean a lot to the community. You mean a lot to everybody who listens and who tunes in to what you're doing. And I just want you to know that you are very much appreciated for what you do and your strides and the moves you're making. You all in your bag, and I expect you to continue to stay that way.
Yes. I ain't no bag. I'm busting out there.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
I just felt that needed to be said before we move on forward.
Hey, listen, I'll never cut you off when you're showing love, man. That's what my platform is about. It's showing love. I actually just learned how to accept it back. I give so much, it was hard for me to get it back. You know what I'm saying? So thank you for that.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you. So I hope the people receive something that they can put, like I always say, just take what we talk about and put another good tool in your bag so that you win and moving past this platform. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get right into it, man. So we watched the clip. I'm sure you're familiar with it. Young lady was speaking about how young girls are raised versus how young boys are raised. And we all know the dynamics could change in many ways, whether it's a single parent home, a foster home, or a double parent home. It's just some people grow up with no parents because they never got to see them. Parents had to work so much, electronics raised them.
Absolutely.
Right? That's the new era. But for us, back in the day, they just worked so goddamn hard, we ain't care if they was gone. We wanted them gone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I want to ask a serious question, you know what I'm saying, because I think it's important. When I think about what the young lady was explaining, she was saying women are raised to naturally be respected. Right? Be respected. They're raised on the marriage tip most times. Mm-hmm. A man is supposed to be treat me like this, like that. And then the boys are raised to break their motherfucking back. Break their back to treat a woman right just to get one, right? And Q, I want to start with you, move over to Miss Dawn, and we're going to switch it up on the next question. Q, the question directly to you is, how do you feel about a boy being raised strictly to treat a woman with respect, but never told how you should be treated in a relationship?
Well, I definitely think that
if that's a thing, I'm assuming here. I mean, is that a thing? Let's start with that question. That's important.
I think it's a thing.
Were you ever told how to be treated in a relationship?
Absolutely not.
No?
No.
Okay, so talk to me.
No.
Talk to me.
I think coming up in a single parent home, my mom always taught me to have the utmost respect for females. But
so you don't remember the sit down of this is how a woman is supposed to treat you?
Well, she always taught me the difference between a woman and something other than a woman.
Oh?
A skeezer.
Come on, let's talk.
Scallywag.
Whatever you want to.
If we talking, let's talk.
Whatever you want to choose to call them.
If we talking, let's talk.
They call them skeezers
Man,
in my day.
hoes, bro.
Yeah.
They call them certified skeezers.
You know the names.
I did a pod, and this, A good woman ain't gonna take offense to it. If she horn, she gonna be proud of horn. If she not horn, she just gonna say that you don't fit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I never really got into the semantics of names.
Okay.
You know, I used to be a dog, a hoe, whatever you call it. But because I was living it, never felt slighted by you calling me that. Once I got out of there, it took a while for them to see me in a different light. But I was okay with, boy, I remember when you was on and I laughed with them like, yeah. So if somebody takes offense to the name, it's because they still living like that. That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying?
But I feel like a lot of females these days has that.
Women, they don't even like female no more.
That music mentality, that female music mentality. And we spoke on this, like,
Enlighten.
a lot of female rappers that you hear nowadays, they're talking about getting the bag from a man, they're talking about dogging men, etc.
But they got a whole husband taking care of that husband, doing everything they need for that husband, but putting this music out, teaching younger women not to do any of it.
Damn, I hate I gotta do it to y'all. I gotta do it every part. That's a cap.
You think so?
You think so?
Draw us back to Lil' Kim, Foxy Brown.
No.
No,
We're not talking about
wait. Let me finish. All the shit y'all hearing today, we was doing in the 90s too.
Yeah. Of course.
They did it too, so don't.
But
I'm saying, don't act
Little
like it's
Kim
new.
wasn't married.
Lil'
She
Kim
wasn't in a
was-
relationship.
You're saying
Everything
they feeding them shit that they ain't
That
living.
they're not
ain't
doing.
living.
But that's
Okay,
been going on
let's
since the
draw
beginning
back.
of the time.
I was gonna say.
Let's not dispute that. Let's not dispute that.
I was just gonna say, are we saying that we haven't seen this before? That's what I'm asking.
I guess it just
I
amazes
understand
me.
it gets a little worse because we older.
Yeah.
We older now.
Yeah.
It gets a little worse.
Maybe
For us.
we didn't realize how much the
Of course
music
we did.
really influenced.
How old
everything.
were we? How old were we?
Well, when
13,
14,
14,
13,
right.
Luke
Yeah.
Skywalker was
Yeah.
talking about what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Was talking about
And
what?
we was younger then.
You
when
see what I'm
Luke
saying?
was-
Right.
Yeah.
And we was even younger then.
We was younger
right?
than Luke. Yeah.
So the reason I say that is to say hip hop ain't just start poisoning our people.
Mm-hmm.
And by poison, I mean, I understand they got a job to do. But when do we get the balance of speaking to us in a manner of, okay, that was just entertainment? Because an artist can easily tell you, man, this is entertainment. This ain't my life.
Right.
This is what sells.
Right.
I got a job to do. Just like us, we go to our job and we turn that shit off when we clock out, right?
Absolutely.
Most people will say start at home if you got kids. If
Right.
you grew up bad,
Right.
you should be living better than you grew up
Right.
for your kids, right?
Right.
So that's why I call cap, because I'm like, come on now. Y'all gotta see that the music didn't just start doing this. Ice Cube, one of the dopest rappers, Scarface, one of the dopest rappers to me. Then when we get to naming women, Lil' Kim, Foxy Brown, the other ladies, MC Light, all the. But they talked about the solicitation of sex for a very long time. Even in R&B. Come on. Don't
So with that being said, that goes
never
back.
be quiet.
Let's go back to the question that you're answering, that you're asking.
Come on.
Girls are raised up to submit to one man, be in a relationship with one man, marry that one man, have babies with that one man, and live happily ever after. Correct?
They're raised for the relationship, is what I was saying. We're not. We're raised to provide,
For a family.
right?
Not only ourselves.
But we're not raised. I said, I don't believe we were raised to. The easy way to say it is we weren't raised to know what to accept in a relationship and what to denounce. I don't think we have the standard of what should go on in a relationship. That girl can't talk to you like that. That girl shouldn't be able to fuck with whoever she fucking with, then come back to you. You know, it was all bury your emotions and man up, right? What you crying about? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but men are taught to suffer in silence anyway.
A lot of different ways. I agree.
You know?
So I'm asking, how does that make you feel? And then we're going to move to Miss Dawn because I want to know exactly what a woman thinks.
I mean, from a husband's perspective, I hear a lot, happy wife, happy life. Which I don't agree with.
Mm.
I just like to add to that if she's happy and I'm making her happy and that's not being reciprocated, how's that going to make me feel?
Moving forward, Ms. Dawn.
Yes.
What does this statement do to you? What comes to mind?
I feel
Start with happy life, happy wife.
Happy life, happy wife means your husband's happy too. If his wife is, if that wife's happy, that's how I feel.
He happy too.
He should be happy.
So
if I'm happy, not complaining, making sure everything's good in the house, making sure he's good, he's happy. He should be happy. But like he said, men was taught not to show their feelings. So how do I know when he's unhappy? How do you know when a man's unhappy, especially if he's not okay with expressing it because he's worried about us thinking they're less than a man because they're telling us something bad that they're feeling negative about or they're upset about. So, I mean...
Even a cheating man?
Even a cheating man.
Mm.
It's hard for a cheating man to come to a woman that he knows that's strong, takes care of him, loves him to his dirty draws, but hey, he slipped up. Like, how does he explain that to that woman?
So you believe in work in the relationship?
Yeah.
You believe in
that's a 24-hour job. You go do a 9 to 5, and then you still have to do another job when you come home.
We always talk about that. Like, just as hard as you go at work, I need you to go just as hard for this marriage.
Yeah.
It's tiring, too.
It ain't easy. It's never been easy.
It's a word.
I like that. Y'all just got to be for each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want my partner. I'm ready to work.
Like, I feel like I have to be dependent on her just as much as she have to be dependent on me. And even if I'm not expressing myself, I need you to know I'm not in the moment I need to be. I'm weak right now. I'm vulnerable right now. I need your support. I need your comfort. I need all of that.
I'm glad you said that. Just as much as you depend on her, she depends on you. I like that.
Of course.
The vulnerable space. I talked about this before, where women would admit that they want a man to open up to them, but men are so afraid to do so because it's been thrown in their face.
I think that's the main thing.
That's what's
that men have experienced trying to be vulnerable, trying to be open, trying to be honest, and it was held against them.
But then that also where a man need to realize, hey, that I wasn't messing with a woman at that time. Like, that was, I thought it was a woman, but now I'm with a woman that actually wants to know how I'm feeling. How was my day? What made me mad? What made me happy? Go back and think about that woman that you were so scared to tell that to. Was she asking you them questions?
Absolutely not.
Was she getting on your nerves asking, babe, you all right? How was your day? You know, those little things is what makes a man think like, oh, she do care. We're not talking, but she passed by real slick. Hey, how was work today? That woman that you were scared to tell that to, you can't even remember one day that she asked you that on one of your worst days.
But when you're out here looking,
you got you one, Q,
and you searching, and you in these streets, you don't know.
You don't know.
You don't know who to trust.
Because your mind is not on That's
So
the one.
I can't give
That's the
her.
one.
I can't give her too much.
Well,
Because then I'm overbearing her.
let me ask this.
I can't give her too little because it ain't enough.
Mm.
So you got
It
to
ain't
balance
enough
that
to
out.
No,
Well,
you ain't got
I'ma
to
tell
balance it out.
I'ma tell
You got to figure out if that's the one you want to be with, because a woman that you want to be with, you ain't never got to balance out how you feel and how much time you want to spend with that person.
But how many of us, men and women, search and search the four corners of the world to find that one?
That's our problem. We're searching all over
And
the
how
world for it.
and how much damage
Okay, boss.
do we get in the process of finding
Hold
it?
up. Let me. I'm glad y'all said that to each other. I like it. I love it actually, because what you asked was valid, Miss Dunn, and what you said was valid. So you said that you don't have to look all over. Well, that's a man's job. You wouldn't understand it because when you find a wife, that means we gotta go looking, right? You just gotta be.
That's
You
not
put yourself in
It
a
is,
position.
though.
It is true. Here's how it's true. You literally just have to put yourself in position to be found. That's what we were told in our Bible, right? So we find you. When we find you, you in position, we know it. That's how he found you.
And it
Right.
ain't just finding.
Oh. Finding you was the dope part. But being in position to be found was the biggest part, because you could have been out of position. He found you, and then timing wasn't no good.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Timing wasn't no good, so you wouldn't aligned. Now, how you said all the damage that comes with finding this person. Well, in the alignment, the dopest part is she was in position for the alignment to work. She was like, oh, hey, my baggage is my baggage, your baggage is your baggage. Let's carry it together rather than me just dump all my shit on you.
Or vice versa.
We
Right,
meet
right,
so
right.
many women that dump it on us
Right.
because what are we labeled as? The provider,
Mm-hmm.
right? Not realizing this is a partnership.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's a partnership, baby. I can carry as much as you want me to carry, but at some point I'm going to get weak.
Mhm.
And after I get through carrying, how far do you want me to carry this shit
Right.
before I fall? You know what I'm saying? Where do you come in at? You just encourage me, get up, you could take some more. Ain't enough sometimes. Sometimes I need you to put your hand in there and
And
grab
yeah,
one of
yeah,
these
yeah,
bags.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And just to
That's why.
just
Go
to
ahead.
piggyback off of what you're saying, as far as our relationship personally,
Mm.
we had to leave Clarksville in order for our relationship to succeed.
And I'm next.
We had to leave Clarksville in order for
fucking-
our relationship to
I'm
succeed.
fucking next.
And I think it was God putting us all alone with no one else to depend on
But us.
but each other.
Mhm.
Mm.
Now y'all succeed now.
Yeah.
And when you do, it's going to be together.
Mm.
And that's what happened.
Hey man, I love that.
I
Here's-
built something from the bottom with somebody.
But the foundation had to be strong.
Yeah.
So the commitment is what I hear. Miss Dawn, when I say the word commitment, a lot of people take it as, oh yeah, I'm loyal. I ain't never cheated. I tell them everything. But it's deeper than that.
Mhm.
It's the work y'all was talking about.
Mhm.
I like that because y'all said I separated myself as individuals. I ain't talking about
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Individuals.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Yeah.
the commitment I'm speaking to is that the two of you committed
Mhm.
by yourself first, and then the joining of the commitment
Yeah.
helped y'all to succeed.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But a new environment exposed just how committed you
Yeah.
were.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. It definitely, being in a new environment,
Yeah.
definitely tested our relationship.
Yeah.
I mean, have you ever been in a class you didn't have to take a test to get to the next grade for?
I mean, yeah.
But you sleep in a lot of them too, though.
I mean, even if you slept, did you have to pass that test?
You had to pass it, but you didn't study. So you had to figure out what you knew.
Exactly.
You used what you knew, but then you was taught more to make it happen.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, why are we upset as a people about being tested? When we understand where we're trying to go. You know where you're trying to go.
Yeah.
You know
Y'all
what?
know how high y'all want to go.
Yeah.
Being tested is a part of the work.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to do the work, but being tested, ain't that once you took yourself out of the masses and everybody else's conversation or visitation or the crutches were gone. The family that can help you when you get once that depleted, we had to know how strong you was past that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now I'm going to ask a question. I'm going to move on and ask a question. Though you both decided to separate yourselves, men being raised not to, let's say, know how to be treated versus women understanding growing up, hey, he need to do this for me or else, right? What do you say today about looking your girl in the eye and you looking your man in the eye? Does that seem like something we want to pass on to our children?
Yeah.
You do want to pass that same?
Me personally, what I do for him, I seen my grandma do it for her husband.
No, wait, stop. I want to be clear here before you answer that.
Okay.
The clear question is, if you right now had two twins born yesterday, one is a boy, one is a girl, I'm asking, would you do the same train of thought teaching?
For both of them.
No.
For both of them.
Oh, you said for both.
For both of them.
No,
I
was
had
asking,
a girl and a boy.
So
he's gonna tell the boy, this is what you do for as a man. But how is he gonna know how to treat a woman? If he wasn't taught, he's learning as he goes.
Well, now I believe a daughter needs her.
No. I was still on the son.
Okay, so
the daughter, he's gonna teach the daughter, hey, this is what you should expect from how a man should treat you.
This is what you look for.
This is what you look for in a man.
If he's giving you these type of qualities, if he's showing you this, if he's been open and honest with you, trying to give that attention that you so rightly deserve, then
and I'll be the one to teach her how to be a woman, how to be a wife, how to be loved as a woman, as a wife, how to love a husband, how to love a man.
How to submit yourself to a man.
Even though you're not taught, hey, this is what you're supposed to do for a woman, this is how a man's supposed to do, you've seen it with your eyes. A lot of times, a lot of people don't learn by getting taught. They learn by hands-on or seeing it. So we can't be like they wasn't taught, because they probably lived that life and didn't realize they was actually living that life, because they feel like, oh, well, I wasn't told that. But you've seen that. You experienced that.
I could determine what was what. I've been a gentleman my whole life, did my dirt, and I got a TV show coming out where my homeboys is on there. This is real life. They couldn't determine who was my girl versus the hoes because I treated them all like they was my girl. You see what I'm saying? And they got mad about that. That's a real story, right? That's because I came up from a good background. But my point is, why isn't it emphasized for boys to be treated good as well? You see what I'm saying? I saw it. But how many dudes on my block that didn't have a father to show them didn't get to see that? Q, you were about to say.
I think a lot of boys growing up to be men don't get to actually learn how to be men because they're in single parent households and where the mom is the only parent in the household. So I think therefore little boys don't get the opportunity to have an example being shown to them about this is how a man treats women.
So that
this is how a man disciplines himself. This is how a man really don't show emotions like that. You're supposed to provide and set an example as men. Point blank, period.
All right, so we killed that topic. Went a little longer than I expected, and I love it anyway. I don't feel slighted bad.
Okay, so that night we were kicking it hard. Didn't want to go to sleep. None of that.
Hell no.
You probably don't remember this, but I'll die remembering this.
You're a lie. I remember all
Your
that.
dad was in the bathroom, probably getting himself together. It was early in the morning. Early in the morning. And he was whistling Stand By Me. Man, I love that song till I die, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't he was being the man.
Mm-hmm. You still doing that today?
I appreciated that more than anything in the world. He didn't see me. He didn't know I was listening to him. None of that.
You know what? We bump heads to this day, bro. Hard. But I still respect that man. Because he a man.
He a man's man.
Overlook. I don't think women understand how much we take respect over love.
Yeah.
Love is a fleeting feeling. You know what I'm saying? I might not love you on Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can say it. You be like, yeah, I love his stupid ass. Or, yeah, I love her stupid ass. You know, but it don't feel like that. But the respect's still there so you don't do certain shit that you would do with somebody that you don't love.
Yeah.
Right? It keeps you in a respectful mind.
Yeah.
Because you like, oh, no, that's my person.
But like,
I could never say that.
Even when I'm mad at you, even when we're going through, we beefing like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
If I step out, I'm still not finna disrespect you because I still got consideration for your
try to
feelings.
show you. I hope the fuck you don't find out.
Like,
you know
I still know how to handle myself, even though we're going through it. That's not finna give me no reason or excuse.
Another thing with women, what a lot of women do is mad. They're not cooking for you. They're not gonna clean. They're not gonna make sure he's ready for work. I'm mad. He still gotta eat.
I'm glad you said
you know what I'm saying? I'm still ironing his clothes for the week because he still has to work. Not because I was taught that. It's because I'm a wife. He's my husband. He's the provider for the home. Whatever I can do to ease anything off of him, I'm gonna do it. Mad or not. He can tell me, I got it. No, I have it. I have it.
Those are the things that remind him that you his wife, though.
But I think a lot of people get it misconstrued as, I mean, she works, but even a housewife. A housewife has just as many responsibilities and duties as a woman that works at 9 to 5.
Maybe even more. Especially when kids are involved. You know what I'm saying? Well, I think personally, with what you were saying, Ms. Dunn, you, first of all, you spot on. But for me, if I had that partner, right, and she live in, like we really solid down, we moved in, let's just say we already married. I can never come home with the type of attitude that says I'm not finna be in servitude. I want to serve.
Right.
A lot of women get mad at the word submissive. And I still can't figure it out because, baby, if you are submissive to me, I'm even more submissive to you. That's why men laugh and say, when we in our men groups, we like, man, you know baby ain't going for that. You know baby ain't going for that. We laugh and joke about y'all running the relationship because we admire you. We love you. We want to be there for you. We don't want no man to ever have to step in for our duty.
For anything.
Anything. Never.
But another thing is that I have seen and heard a lot of women don't do wife things because they're not wives. But when we wasn't married, I still was making sure he was eating, ironing his clothes for work, because he still was the provider for the home. So if you're not doing that, what makes you think a man's going to want to marry you when you're sitting around not making sure he's good, but he's still providing for your home? I hate hearing a woman say, I'm a girlfriend, I'm not doing the wifey things. Well, you're always going to be that
like they not
girlfriend.
Like they not being interviewed.
You're always going to be that girlfriend.
It's always an interview. It's always a test.
You acting like you not testing me right now to provide, but I'm supposed to slide on the fact that you ain't in the position. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, come on, baby. You ain't showing me nothing.
We wasn't even together. We was just talking. If he said he didn't eat, you didn't think I wasn't cooking? Right. Come get this plate.
Man, hello.
Come get this plate.
Hello.
Like, he hasn't ate today.
But that's vision.
But I think a lot of
women look at it like, girl, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I'm not the wife.
Because she don't have the vision for
that's why you're still that girlfriend. And that's why you're still going from man to man.
The side chick.
Man to man. And the side chick. And you're not even...
Guess what? Some of them actually won't admit, but they enjoy being a side chick because that responsibility is easier.
Yeah.
That responsibility...
You got to answer to somebody when you're married.
They are equipped for side chick business.
And it's crazy we mentioned submissive, but like you said, a woman being submissive to her husband makes the husband want to abide by and treat his wife that much greater.
Bruh, we submit well before we commit. Women just don't see it.
They don't see it. They don't
think,
see it and don't know it.
Well, listen, they think the power of seduction is where we start submitting, but really it's the moment we say, who the fuck is that? Who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Now our guard came all the way off and down. We want everything to do with that girl.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And the moment she starts acting accordingly to show us more than what we saw, we're visual creatures.
Yeah.
Right? The moment she starts showing us more than what we saw, now we're cooking.
But I like how you just said y'all are visual creatures.
Absolutely.
That's the thing I was saying is you seen your mom and dad each role. So y'all as men, y'all are visual. Girls are so much as we see it and we learn, but we also need, hey, even the single parent homes, like, hey, you see your mama working hard because she's single. I don't want you to go through this. I want you to find that husband that is going to provide for you and do what they need to do. I think that's another reason why the communication as far as boys aren't told what to do, because y'all are visual. Y'all see it more.
I don't think parents think about that.
I mean, not in that aspect. Not in that aspect.
I think that's a different type of relationship as well. Versus me being attracted to you versus what do we do our entire lives with parents? Rebel.
Yeah.
It's in our nature. They're trying to constrict us. They're trying to make us abide by these rules. We, with undeveloped brains, don't take them serious until life start kicking our ass. And we start to experience, damn, mama told me.
But even with an undeveloped brain, you still see those examples being set for you.
But when do we adhere to them?
Now that's a different story.
No, it's the same story. It's the same story. It's the reason.
Adhering
It's
to
the
him,
reason we cry in the dark.
You don't adhere to him till you got kids of your own.
No, not even then. We cried before that.
Of course.
My point is, it's not the same type of relationship. Parents versus wife, right? Wife invokes a different type of protection. Parents invoke, I'm not your fucking friend. I'm here to take care of you.
Right.
Wife don't say, I'm not your fucking friend. I'm here to take care of you.
Right.
Wife invokes, I'm here to back you up.
I'm your rock.
I am here to be your spine. When you can't stand up, I'm standing you up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And not in the literal sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I say that the dynamic of the relationship changes. So I can't lump those two scenarios in because the dynamic of the relationship changes.
Right.
So what I didn't see with my parents, yeah, I saw it. But how much did I give a fuck? Because I was in the mode of an undeveloped brain trying to rebel, trying to do me.
But I also feel like when you get older, you remember things that, like, I remember things that I seen from my grandma doing for my granddad, my mom doing for, my dad. Even though it wasn't told to me, I remember those things and I use them daily in my regular life.
Right. Baby, you smarter than me because it took me to 38. To wake up. You see what I'm saying? So that's a case-by-case basis and we don't have to play semantics or story for story.
Yeah.
I appreciate that input. I'm going to move to the next topic now. There's a young lady that said, women and men, well, we're going to start with the women. Women, Miss Dawn, this is for you. She believes women love to play second. By action. She believes they love to play second by action. Simply because they want to keep that man that they're attracted to. I always took it as if they highly attracted to this man, they'll put up with whatever. But the good men, nice guys finish last type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So my question is to you, do you believe that women absolutely fall for the guy that they are attracted to versus how they want to be treated when it comes to men?
Some women do.
Naturally.
It's natural. We all have done it. I don't care who you are, how old you are. We all have felt like I'm number two, but it's okay because he's it right now. We all have. I don't care who you are. I have. And the only thing that I can't even say what happened to where I was like, you know what, I'm done with it. I just kind of learned and realized I deserve better. If I can't be number one, I don't want no parts of it. That's even the younger me. If I'm not number one, I don't want no parts of it.
But I think a lot of females these days are okay being number two because there's more benefits and less problems. Where's the benefit? I get what I want. He gonna take me. He gonna drop off money. He gonna do whatever it takes to keep me.
But
so what if the nigga ain't tricking?
Number two is not always getting what they want. What you want is I can call you at any time and tell. What I want is I can call you at any time and tell you to come over, but you can't because you laid up with your wife. You're laid up with your girl. So no, it's not getting whatever I want. A lot of number twos feel like they're doing something because they're that number two or they're their side chick. They feel like, hey, I'm in it to win. Like me, for example, a lot of females are number 2 because they dislike the number 1 female. It ain't got nothing to do with the man.
Shit. Talk.
It ain't got nothing to do with you. It's because I don't like who you with.
You think you better than the number 1?
Yeah.
The competition?
Yeah.
Q, the reason I call cap on you, and goddamn it, I'm gonna call cap when it's cap. Brother, we ain't tricked on many.
Absolutely not.
We've tricked, but we ain't tricked on many. And the reason I know is because goddamn it.
I mean,
no. Let me get to my point.
It's just the tricking part.
I get it out?
The tricking part that you. The tricking part.
You're the trick.
Buying weed, smoking reefer with you.
That's tricking.
Buying your bottle, drinking with you.
And then what y'all need to start understanding also is y'all don't think of it like that, but
yes,
if you're taking me out to eat, you're tricking.
I gotta eat anyway.
But you're tricking.
Well, you tricking if you took it to the gas station and bought
me a pack of cigarettes or Rellos. You're tricking.
Then got us some wings from Kelly's too. You tricking.
But I didn't give her money out of my
pocket. It don't matter. Your old lady.
It don't matter.
She's not your main, but you bought all that shit. Whatever it took to accommodate her to get what you want. Right? One could say it was prostitution. Let's be clear here. Right or wrong. It was a transaction.
You bought something.
Every relationship is transactional.
Regardless, yeah.
It's give and take. Right?
Yeah. So
now, wait. Okay. I'm calling cap. Because
I said
I'd be damned if you sit here tonight and try to act like you ain't never been second to somebody else.
Now that I never told you.
I ain't say you told me that, but you had to. I know your smirks and your smiles.
Yeah. We discussed it before.
How did second feel to you in that moment? Think about it. Before you answer, we got all the time you need.
Me personally, majority of the time I knew I was second, so I didn't mind being second. I just played my position how I was supposed to be played.
But did you?
Not really.
Okay, so tell me about what the not really was about. You can't say you played your position, but it bothered you. Because I remember a time, let me be clear with you right now.
Okay.
I remember a time where I actually started to like the girl. It didn't start like that. She was beautiful, yeah, but I knew she had a whole mind.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Once he started fucking it up, now I got more ear for her. I'm on the phone with her longer. We spending a little bit more time. I'm getting to know her. Then I'm feeling like, well, goddamn, I could do better than that.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, he doing the very bare minimum. What I didn't know is the other side of it. He felt her energy of me.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Being the way.
Being in his position.
He ain't know nothing about me, but he could feel.
But he knew that.
She was changing.
He knew that second was there.
Herself away from him.
Hello.
Yeah.
He knew her moves. He knew her schedule. He knew her routine. And once that changed, you have no choice but to think something.
Changed. Yeah. So what I didn't know was that variable, right? All I could think about was from my point of view. So when I started to catch feelings and didn't want to admit it, I'm coming around more. I'm trying to see about more. I'm trying to get him the fuck up out of here. Let's be clear.
Mm-hmm.
Dog, I'm in my feelings. Guess what happened?
She stayed with him.
You goddamn right.
She stayed down. I know.
She stayed.
They were never going to leave. They were never going to leave.
First of all, she wasn't married. They were just boyfriend and girlfriend.
She wasn't living together.
But guess what? They moved in after my ass tried to make my move.
Yeah. She was never going to leave him.
See my point? So that's why I asked, how did being second make you feel? Because I'm going to tell you right now, it hurt me not to be in a relationship and she chose somebody else when I ain't get promoted.
But she didn't choose somebody else. You was number 2.
And was always
You
gonna
was always gonna be number 2.
You were never gonna be number 1. That was the thing about it.
I stand corrected.
You was never gonna be
as far as that, once I got involved too long, once the unspoken became spoken, that's when it caused problems. That's when feelings got involved. That's when emotions came about.
You showed your ass what I hear. You showed your ass me. You showed your ass, bro.
He
Say it out loud.
He showed it.
Say it, bro.
I wasn't there.
I know.
I'm me. I'm me. I'm him. I'm him. I'm him.
Look, you can be him and thee. My point, I want to hear you say, bruh, I showed my
ass. Is that what you want to hear?
Don't be shy. So look, this evening, you showing your ass don't even tell you nothing except for the fact that you were doing things that were not aligned. You were out of sync, basically. You thought for sure this is the woman you wanted to keep whole time. The timing was off or the alignment was off, right? So you don't put some big ass tires on a car that don't fit.
I was,
yeah, nigga, that's what happened.
I was playing number 2, showing number 1 potential.
Well, potential ain't what women marry. They pick it.
I didn't say they married it. I was just showing it.
Here's my point. Why we showing something to somebody that ain't hiring? She wasn't hiring. That's what I was trying to tell you. Is that I was trying to get hired at a job. We had full capacity.
Yeah, but she wasn't. But they didn't fire him yet. You see what I'm saying? So you're preparing yourself for a job, and it's not even an opening.
That's what I was saying. We said the same thing.
Yeah,
just a different way.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to hear you say, "Damn, I remember trying to get hired somewhere."
I remember
that motherfucker
trying to get hired. Yeah, what's the tire place called? Hancock. I was trying to get hired at Hancock. Them motherfuckers. They was accepting their applications like a motherfucker, bro.
And telling you, we'll review your application next year.
I submitted my shit. They was like, man, we'll call you back.
You didn't have the...
Don't call us.
This is their favorite word.
We'll call you.
Because I was a hiring manager before. This their favorite words because I was a hiring manager. The motherfucker told me, we'll keep your application
on file. No, look, I'm a hiring manager, and I'll say, I have other applicants. I'll give you a call back.
I'll give you a call back.
Don't call me. I'll
call you. Hello. You know what I'm saying? That's love. Man, that was so dope, bro.
Yes.
So look, but in closing, I want to end with something special too.
Okay.
Because I was gonna make it a whole 3-hour special, but y'all are here in town. I don't get to see y'all much, and it's my fault. I need to come see y'all.
You do.
Yeah.
And I'm tired of telling you.
Definitely.
I'm tired of telling you.
First of all,
Damn.
y'all lit.
He ain't got no friends, and you the only friend I allow him to have. Now, enough's enough.
Okay. No, I'm gonna take that ass whooping verbally. I'm gonna take that.
Listen, instead, you the only one she accepts.
Here's the thing. That shit is over, and I'm gonna fix it. That's all I'm gonna say about it.
We have another big room, and you don't have to worry about nothing.
I don't give a fuck if it's your flow.
You ain't gotta worry about nothing.
My point is, I'm gonna fix it. That's all I'm saying. I'm coming through there. Y'all done made the trip and showed up for me. I'll be damned if I don't show up for y'all. You feel me? So now, hey, listen, this one's special to me because I was gonna make it a series. I was gonna do a 7-show series on this, but I feel like y'all fit the perfect description to discuss this. It's literally something that bothered me for probably 20 years now. Creating a path to leave a relationship. You're basically setting the tone for leaving. And I know that don't mean much to you right now, but I'll explain. So I had multiple relationships. I've had 4 major relationships in my lifetime at this age. And what I learned over time was that I like to walk away. And for me, that was peace. That was peace. They get mad, I walk away. I leave. Let me get my keys. Let her calm down, come back. I like to have separation, gather my thoughts and not say something I don't mean. Right? But I didn't know I was creating a pattern of leaving.
And you was creating more problems.
That creates more problems than it does solving anything.
We'll start with you, Q. What do you see wrong with what I have to say?
Again, leaving only causes more problems.